Welcome to another Arty Mouse episode, everybody. This is part 2 of my puppet making video. Last week you will have seen me making the head and the torso of a puppet, and this week I'm going to make the arms and the legs and all the finishing touches for it. It is a commission that is for a company called Moon Air Incorporated. They deal with heating and air conditioning systems, and they're based in Maryland, Delaware and Pennsylvania, so if you're in any of those areas, please give them a look. I am making an astronaut for them, that is their logo, so that they can use them in their adverts. So I hope you enjoy watching this video, and I hope it inspires you to make a puppet of your own. I've cut out some templates. This is rather large at this point. This is going to be the main leg, so I will make one straight piece and this piece will curve around. These are my feet. I've made templates and foam templates for my feet and for my legs. They need cutting out now. Right, I have 2 legs, and the idea is now that I will glue that together so that I have a knee point first of all, and also a wider thigh than I've got the shin. Okay, and the feet will fit on the bottom. There we go. Ba-ding, leg. Right. So back to the glue gun and the clips. So messy. So to start with Moon Man's legs, I have the template again. This is my leg now, so I've joined up the back to make him thicker at the front than at the bottom. So now I have to create the body of the leg itself. Now, no one's going to really see this because Moon Man has silver and orange kind of concertina legs. So all I'm going to do at this point is create like a sock for the leg, and then I will make the other bits to go on top. So now he's got 2 little legs, flatter at the top and at the bottom, and a bendy knee point. Fabulous. So I've made some foam feet. I've made 2 templates that now I've got some white fabric attached to. So my next job is to pin these together and leave a gap in what would be the heel so that I can squish the foam foot into it later. I can almost hear Kathy Hay spitting out her tea at the lack of numbers and the lack of the use of a ruler here to figure this out. Alright, so I'll turn him the right way out. And I've left a little hole in the heel so that we can get our foam bit in. This is the fiddly bit. I'm squashing his toes and put it in here. Have you ever tried to get a pair of gloves on a toddler? because this is similar. It's wriggly, it's annoying, it's hard to do. There we are. And there's this little foot. So I'll sew up the end in a moment. There we are. And here's one I made earlier. It's got a pair of little feet to go on his little legs. There we go. So my next job is my arms, my basic shape on my arms. So I've cut a template, I've got the foam with the template cut into it. So I just need to cut these arms out. Okay. You can see the state of the floor. Okay, so I have two arms. Right, sound effects not necessary. So the foam piece has gone inside the hand that I've made with the arm. And he's all set. Now that the Moon Man has some arms and some legs, I need to make his spacesuit. So to do that, I need lots and lots of these. I've made lots of foam donuts and some silver circles. And I'm now going to put a running stitch around, like the Suffolk Puffs again, to cut this in. And then these will all go over the arms like so. So that the arm will still be able to bend with his suit on. Could be lots of separate pieces. That's one piece all drawn together. And as I make these, they will all sit along the arms or the legs like that. So I have to make, I worked it out, I now need to make 30 of these. So I'm not going to bore you with that. I will turn the camera back on when I have enough of them. So I now have all my donuts made, and I've put them all onto, this is one of the legs. So they still bend quite nicely because all of these pieces are separate, and I've just slid them on there, so it's all still quite changeable. But now I need to put his feet on, which we made earlier, if you remember. So now it's just a sewing job. There we have this little puppet foot. Right, stop playing. And now I want to talk to you about the arms, because this is a rod puppet. Now if you don't know what that means, it means that he has movable, it's a bit like Kermit has sticks coming out of his arms that you can move them around. So we have sticks here, and I'm going to insert them underneath his hand here and glue them in so that when he is attached, his arms can move about. So I'm going to cut a hole in what I've already done here, insert that in there with some hot glue, and that will be fine. I'm going to cut a little hole in the sewing. So I take my knife, I'm cutting into the foam that's part of the hand, so a little bit like surgery. So I've now got a hole going straight into the middle of the foam there that I can shove the doweling rod into. Okay. There he goes. Okay. Try not to burn myself in the process. There we go. There we are. Smush that in there. Let it sit. The next part of the Moonman is to go back to his body. As you'll remember, we've already made a body part that I can put my hand through for the top piece and the head. But the Moonman's suit is like a little tabard. He's wearing a little belt. What I need to do is make a piece that goes over the top and back down the other side of this guy with a big M on his chest. I thought that using the foam that I've used for the rest of the body was going to be a little bit bulky for this, so what I've got is some card pieces that I've made that are a little bigger, so they fit the top half of the body but then they give him a bottom half. And I've also got some wadding that I've had before for making teddy bears and things, and I'm going to use that just to give it a little bit of something, and then I'm going to use the orange fabric over the top of that, and then it will fit over the body. And then I will make a belt that goes all the way around him as well. The next stage of this is a little bit fiddly and complicated. So I've got the tabard here, which obviously has no hole in the top, so I've got to sort that out. So my arm is going to go under here, through here, up the body, out of the head, out of the neck rather, and into the head like that. So I need a hole in the top of here, and I need to sew it all together into one piece. So I've got to work out where my hole is going to be, and I've got to sew that up so that it doesn't fray, and then I've got to put it all three bits together and sew the neck into the body. I've got to remember things like I've got to make the holes big enough, not just my hands but somebody else's, because this is a commissioned piece, so I've got to remember that it might be a big burly bloke getting his hand through here instead of me, so I've got to make the holes big enough. I have to attach the body and the tabard and the head together. And obviously I can't attach the head to the body without the tabard there because it will never get over his head. So the way it's going to work is my hand will go through there and then through the hole in here and then onto the head for him to work. Now obviously I don't want all of this flapping about here, so I now have to sew this in, but with enough neck for him to be able to manipulate all the way around. So I'm going to open him up, take my hand out and sew in under here to make sure he's secure. Now he has his body and his head attached at the neck. I've not attached the tabard, but it does need to be in there. So now my next job is the arms and legs, which I am just going to sew on to the body section here. So he has an M on his chest, which is black with a white background, so I'm going to do 2 layers, the white then the black, and then I'm just going to spray adhesive him on there. He needs a bit of a belt around him, so that's one of the last things I've got to do, and he also needs his features. I have finished my M, black on a white background, which I'm going to sew on for the front. I've got some foam ping pong balls, which I've taken in half, and they've become his eyes. And I've got a little one for a nose as well. The other thing he has is some antenna. So what I'm going to do, if you can see that, is to make one piece which I'm going to put inside the head and thread outwards again. Once I've built that up, I've got a few layers of wire I can twist around it, and then I've got some more of the polystyrene balls which are going to go on the end there. So his little antenna now needs to go up inside his head and pop out of his eyes there, top of his eyes there. So I'm just going to talk amongst yourselves. Where are you? Ha! Got him. Beautiful. Right. There is his little antenna. Coming out level. Alright. Righto. Let's find the right spot for his eyes and his nose now. Now, the closer I get his nose and eyes together, the cuter he is going to look. If his eyes are further up or further away, he's going to look a bit scary. Now, the trick with eyes, especially on a Muppety puppet like this, if you have your pupils heading straight forward, it looks weird. Okay, so a little trick, and this is what they discovered this years ago, Jim Henson and his team. But if you have the eyes looking slightly cross-eyed, they look like they're focusing on what they're looking at a lot better. Just one of those things. So, and I've got to make sure that I get them the right way round so that I'm doing that. Right, so get them the right way round. There he is. Okay. He's got a face. Hello. Hello. Oh, he's very British. He's going to America. You're going to America? Hell. Am I? Yes, you are. He's got a wiggly head now. Cool. Right. So now I just need to finish off his little M. What am I? You're a moon man. What's that? Well, you're an astronaut. Ah. What's that? Why am I all orange? Well, that's your spacesuit. You're a spaceman, you're going to space. I know, special, isn't it? Am I going to space? Well, first of all, you've got to go to Maryland. That's in America. Is everyone there called Mary? Well, no, don't have to change my name. No, it's fine. But it is in America, so you'll have to change your accent. I don't think I can do that. No, me either. Do they have tea in America? And biscuits? Well, yeah, but it's not really proper tea, unfortunately. Oh dear. I don't think I want to go now. Well, it'll be an adventure. You want to go on an adventure, don't you? Oh yes. Okay. Let's go! So thank you for watching today. Have you ever made a puppet? Because if so, I want to know about it. So put something in the comment section below. Let me know what you made and why you made it. If you want any more help from me, you can join our weekly newsletter. You can join us on ArtyMouse76 at Instagram. You can join the ArtyMouse Art Tutorials group. We're a lovely little community of people who like to help each other with their artwork. So come and find us. See you next week. Art. Why do I keep saying that? I don't need to say that bit yet. And that doesn't make sense either. Oh my god!